Buenas tardes a todos. So good afternoon to everyone. We're here as to really kick off our Voceros por el Voto effort to organize the Latino vote to elect Tony Evers as the next governor of Wisconsin. We're very grateful for the two families, the representatives of the families of the 83 families in total that we know were swept up in this race. It's not just the administration of Trump which is fueling the fires of this xenophobia. It's also who's enabling people like Trump. Governor Walker has for 8 years blocked any hope of restoring access to driver's licenses for immigrants, has defunded our public school system aggressively, took away rights of working people, kicking off our driver's license for all campaign, which unites many different organizations to restore driver's license rights, not just for immigrants, but also from U.S. citizens who are disenfranchised because of poverty, and policies of criminalization that are also leading to mass incarceration, criminalization, separation of families. This is not a situation unique, sadly, to the immigrant community. It's a much broader issue, and we are so honored and grateful for both the leadership of Representative Samaripa and Representative Crowley, who come from the community and continue to be a powerful voice and work shoulder to shoulder with the community.
My uncle was one of the persons that was detained during these raids. That Friday morning, while everyone was getting ready to continue their normal day, go to school and go to work, ICE agents knocked on our door pretending to be police officers. 3 years before that, my uncle was detained in Madison. Well, he was stopped in Madison by a police officer and because he was driving without a license. So that simple traffic infraction resulted in the separation of our family 3 years afterwards. His case is still standing. We're still fighting for it. But this could have all been avoided if we had better systems to support our community, and that wouldn't endanger our families to have to take the risk of driving without a license.
Muchas gracias. So our next speaker is State Representative Jocasta Samaripa, who will be also describing the bill that she's introducing.
I'm so honored to be here today, not just to talk about our bills, but also to be here with Voces, to be here with coalition partners like Planned Parenthood and Kids Forward, to talk about the importance of the vote. We can't pass these bills unless we have a governor, unless we have a lieutenant governor, an attorney general that is going to support these measures, this legislation like driver's cards for undocumented immigrants, which would have helped to shield our previous speaker's uncle perhaps from the grips of that sweep, that horrible sweep that ICE did just a couple of weekends ago now. The bill I want to talk about is driver's cards for undocumented immigrants. I have championed this bill for the last 3 terms at least. This would improve more public safety because it allows an immigrant to go to the DMV and apply for a driver's license, obtain a driver's license if they've proven they know the rules of the road, be able to obtain affordable car insurance, and it leads to greater public safety on our road. We need a measure like this to help protect all Wisconsinites. If we are going to get a bill like this passed, we have to make sure that we're heading out to vote early, right now, or on election day, Tuesday, November 6th. We've got to do it, and we've got to vote for leaders like Tony Evers, who we know is going to pass this bill finally into law in the great state of Wisconsin.
I'm proud to be here with Voces and my co-chair to bring this vital issue to the forefront. We have to do more than just go out and educate the folks. We have to get out and vote. We have to make sure that people understand how critical these November elections are. So I encourage you all that when you all go out to vote, that you bring somebody along with you and help us get driver's license for everybody in the state of Wisconsin.
When my uncle and my grandma were taken on Sunday morning around 9, I felt like I had no longer had peace. I thought it was over and they decided to reopen the wounds that I was already traumatized with. We come for a better future and high hopes that we will make it in this country. And so seeing things like this, it doesn't seem right. And so when you guys vote, it helps people like us, people like me, achieve those dreams without having to be scared to open up those doors and say, I am illegal and this is what I go through. If you can't vote, please help people like me and just make a difference.
One of the things that Voces does as an organization is that we help locate loved ones who have been detained and their family doesn't know where they are, if they need legal support. And then what we have seen recently in this raid is obviously escalated cost of bonds up to $20,000 to release someone. So Alejandra Perez Zarate, who you just heard from, has created a GoFundMe page, and so we're asking for people to also support the family, which is kind of an immediate need. We have a larger need to protect families, but we have an immediate need to fight for these families to be reunited and to get out of detention to fight their case. So we encourage people to participate. So le animamos a la gente a ir a la página GoFundMe de la familia de Alejandra Perez Zarate. It's my honor to introduce Julio Basurto. Julio's a small business owner, which again, it really just shows the importance that the immigrant community brings to our state, which is creating jobs and paying taxes. And Julio is also part of the Voceros por el Voto program.
Gracias a todos, a Voces de la Frontera que han estado luchando por años para lograr algo hacia los inmigrantes. Por favor, les pedimos que salgan a votar. Necesitamos el voto de todos los ciudadanos. Gracias.
I want to thank Voces de la Frontera, who's been relentlessly fighting for immigrant rights for many years now. And for those U.S. citizens who are eligible to vote, we ask you to please vote in this election. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.